Welcome back to another Topic Talk. I'm TK Breezy, and I think it's a regular Topic Talk, something like that. I don't know. It's kind of like mixed today. So, hey, welcome back. We got some news for you. If you have not already watched the Topic Talk, that's crazy. Welcome to the channel, though. We got a bunch of them. You can definitely go back and watch any vid to figure out my thoughts on a lot of things. Anyway, before we get into that, I'd like to say thanks for always being around, for the people that definitely watch quite a bit. And also, if you've come through and watched the live version, or you haven't yet and you want to, twitch.tv/TKBreezy will get that done for you. Come on through. We stream pretty much every day. All right. Up first, I guess we can get this Smash stuff through and through. Oh no. It seems like we're still going pretty downhill here, as we got Smash. One of the bigger Smash tournaments, Big House, saying basically that they will be closed now. There's no TLDR summary of this. But I'm going to TLDR summary of it because I don't want to read the whole thing again. But basically, Robin Harn, the owner of Big House, says that Big House is on indefinite hiatus. He doesn't have the time and the effort. He didn't have the financial stability and community partner support and stuff. So, and that's definitely facts. I mean, if you've been around the Smash community right now, it's definitely kind of somewhat of a sinkhole. When it comes to the support and all the, I guess, cool shit that we had going on 2 years ago. Smash is in a good spot with sponsors and support and whatnot. Even if you take away whatever Nintendo fuckery, I feel like we had Red Bull, we still had BTS, and we had all that other good stuff going on. But now we're kind of, I don't know, it's kind of feels like a struggling sport for sure. And on both sides of things, not just a Melee or Ultimate thing. I feel like both games are kind of in a bit of a rut. I think Melee isn't less of a rut only because Melee is so used to kind of not having a bunch going on anyway, I guess. You know what I mean? That's always been a grassroots game. And they will play that game, as Mango said, in the back of a 7-Eleven. So this stuff might not affect them that much. But when it comes to the greater esports, I think it's a little different when you're, starting to think about sponsors and bringing in big money and all that good shit. So, but yeah, it says financial stability. So basically he's actually been hired as a volleyball coach at a high school, but it's not a full-time job. He says financial stability. He didn't have the financial stability of a full-timer. His last full-time job ended in extreme disappointing fashion. And I'm thinking that he's talking about chess. Now I don't know if he doesn't work at chess anymore, but I know that a lot of the Melee peeps and last all had jobs at chess at chess.com. And I don't know if he's not with them anymore or something like that, but that's what I'm assuming he is referring to as far as his last full-time job. And it seems like he's not doing that anymore, or maybe he is, or maybe he's talking about something Smash related. But I remember that's what he was doing in my head. He was with chess. So he says that Big House is on an indefinite hiatus. The door is open to come back in future years, but it requires shifting of several reasons and assumptions I've listed above. He also says that people ask why can't somebody else take over, and that is a possibility. He also says that working with the Cabo Center is the place that the Big House has been for the last few years, really, is rough. And so yeah, he still loves the gaming community. But life happens, and that's absolutely facts, bro. I'm kind of been in 100, somewhat of the same boat. I think a lot of people thought I quit, I've quit, commentating Smash, and that's not true. There's not that many events, and 2, I don't need to be at everything, and 3, I do multiple games now, so I pick the best offer, and Smash, a lot of the times is not the best offer. So I will be at SmashCon because it's SmashCon, and I'll definitely be at Genesis because it's Genesis. And any other big event that they need me for that is good. But I will also be doing Tekken, and I will also be doing Street Fighter, and I'll also be doing Brawlhalla sometimes, and things like that. Because 1, I'm already established I've been established in Brawlhalla for some years. But 2, I'm branching out. You know what I mean? I can't be in Smash all day every day. When I'm trying to make this my career. My full-time career thing where I want to just be a commentator. And I feel like it's hard to just be a commentator in Smash. There's already isn't any money. And then even when you're at the top, you're still kind of struggling. So, because I've been doing this full-time pretty much like this and streaming for the last 10 years. And there's never really been a time that like I was super financially stable, except for those like 6 to 8 months I was with Panda. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. Not gonna bring it up. Not gonna make us think of it. I'm just telling you the truth. So, and I feel like this year has been a lot rougher in aspects of, stability, because I mean, like my main game, what was considered my main game or is considered my main game, isn't doing so hot. My secondary game, I'm not like the guy in that yet. So like I still got to do the grind there. And sometimes the grind is, well, not even sometimes, a lot of the time the grind is pretty cheap or pretty free. So yeah, bro, I mean, until you get established somewhere else, it's just kind of a rough time. But we make it work. You know what I mean? Like it could be worse. Definitely could be worse. I don't want it to get worse, but I'm definitely, working to make it better. So either way, big house may not be a thing anymore. At all. I mean, it may come back later, but as of right now, it's on indefinite hiatus. So, and the last indefinite hiatus I remember that came out was the Fall Out Boy hiatus, and then they came back, I don't know how many years later. Let me actually look it up. Fall Out Boy albums, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, it was a 5-year hiatus, so that would be kind of crazy for Smash. But yeah, they went on hiatus from Fully Ado, and then came back with Save Rock and Roll in 2013. So yeah, seems like they're still doing music too. Anyway, so yeah, that was the first bit of news. Some talk of the third Evo going over to Saudi Arabia raises concerns within the FGC. So the rumor of the third Evo. So currently, if you didn't know, there's 2 Evos. We have the one in Vegas, we have the one in Japan, and now they may be doing a third Evo in Saudi Arabia. And so Evo is an event that has gone through a number of changes in the past few years, from changed leadership to expansion of events. It's a tumultuous time for the biggest fighting games tournaments of the year. Formerly, it was only held once a year in Las Vegas and expanded to Tokyo, and since then it's been in the works for third. So yeah, we'll be there again. This is not actually the date. I think this is for the year before, but next year or this year, they changed it and it's a date forward from that, because it was originally, I think, the 26-28, but we've changed that. We got Tarzan, you saying if Evo goes to Riyadh, I don't know if that's how you say it, as rumored, I hate to do it, but I would have to boycott Evo in general. And so those players are calling for community-wide boycott of Evo should the third Evo be announced to take place in Riyadh. While many are rallying to this battle cry, we noted that the aforementioned Saudi Arabian crowd within the fighting game community are pushing back against this notion with the claims of racism assumptions. It's a long way to say you don't respect Islam, Christianity, or Judaism. You don't respect Arabs. You don't respect anyone who doesn't follow your beliefs. You spread hate and lies. You can be part of LGBT, go to Saudi, don't disrespect the culture, and it's fine. And like, I think there's definitely like a way to say that without it feeling crazy offensive. It does suck that like that is the culture that's upheld over there, right? Like you can't be LGBT or whatever. But I can't really like condemn them, the people who have grown up in that way and in that area, for like being wrong, as if that's like an active choice for them. Like if you grow up in that area, that's just what's given to you. You know what I mean? Like you didn't really get a chance to learn much of the other way. Now I'm sure when you leave that area, maybe you become, sentient or whatever you want to call it, and you still opt to do those things. Like if you're able to come to America and just started like, bashing on gay people, I'd be like, whoa, bro. But like I don't know how to feel about like telling another country how to run their country or their belief systems and whatnot, especially if it's somewhere I'm not going to be often. But as I said, it is fucking ass that, this is the current juncture that we're at, where we're like, do we go to Saudi and like have a bunch of people feel unsafe there as far as the LGBT parts of the community? Because there is a lot of that. There's a lot of that within the fighting game community. In fact, there was actually a little tiff on Twitter that was about that, where the dude was like, y'all say it like the full crowd of FGC is like this, the LGBT is like this, and it was like a clip of just a full crowd of people, and then he was like, it probably won't look like that because most of them are on stage getting top 8. So yeah, man, I don't know. I just like, I think it's definitely an unfortunate idea. And it's a fortunate time. I think from the Evo side of things, it's a money thing, obviously, because Saudi has a lot of money. That's also why the Esports World Cup stuff is going on over there. But Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you don't feel safe, you shouldn't go. If you don't want to support them, you shouldn't go. I don't think I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna, like, if any of my boys get hired and they take that, that Saudi money, like, I'm not gonna tell them to fuck off, or like, we can't be friends no more. Like, you know what I mean? Go get your check. I know what you believe up here. You know what I mean? Go get your check. Go get that money. But as long as, if long as you ain't saying something absolutely crazy, like, yeah, I'm going over there, and you know what? Fuck gay people. I'll be like, all right, well, maybe you gotta go just in general. So yeah, yeah, I feel like I have to watch this one play out, but unfortunately right now I think it's going to be a little war on the timeline between the people who said don't really feel like this is an issue, or aren't going to go, so or are going to go because of the fact that maybe they get paid for it or whatever. So I don't know. I think they should probably pick another spot, though. I will give you that at the very least. I feel like the third Evo should maybe be somewhere else, but hey man, if you land here, you land here, bro. That's, I'm not the guy who makes the decisions. I'm just the guy who talks about them. So, all right. And last but not least, or I don't know if this is last but not least. So, Evo Europe win, true. Or age, you guys hear about this? This is what my first title was about. Sketch's extras a viral leak and tearful Twitch stream that was a dark time. Twitch star Sketch has addressed the viral leak showing the streamer in adult content apologizing to the fan, explaining he dealt with addiction during the time the content was made. Sketch is a rising star on Twitch, quickly becoming one of the most popular streamers on the broadcast platform thanks to his positive attitude and sense of humor. So if you don't know what he's talking about, Sketch was in some gay OnlyFans content. He was taking it. He was taking it. You know what I'm saying? And it has got some people divided. Now, I don't think this should be news at all, because what that man does in his free time is do your thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot your content. If it's gonna be, gay content, it's gonna be gay content. It's whatever, right? But it has, and I think a lot of people have also held that sentiment. I've seen a lot of outpouring of support for him from big names. I know that FaZe Banks helped him out. I know that Duke Dennis, was like, yeah, bro, if you was fucking with Sketch before and now you're not fucking with him now, like, you weird for that, right? There are some people that are on the other side that feel like, they can't fuck with him, or that he lied about who he was and blah, 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 and all this other good stuff. Both of them, like, once I know who's on which side, I feel like it's very easy. It's very easy to be like, okay, well, I know who's right and who's wrong. Once you got Sneeko talking, you wanna side with them? Yeah, they right. No, they're not. So, yeah, no, he's still back, and he's still gonna have that support. Now, I hope this doesn't turn into. I feel like this is gonna be one of those things where, like, a bunch of homophobic people are really gonna show their true colors. Because if you're being an issue, and if this is an issue to you about what this man is doing in his free time that has nothing to do with you, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I feel like as I said, that sound like jealousy to me, bro. If you mad another man getting piped, and that ain't got nothing to do with you outside of what you originally cared about. Like, if you was in here just to talk to him about sports, and now you find out he got piped by another man, and you feel like you can't talk to him about sports no more. Why? Yeah, I mean, that don't change him talking about sports. That just changes what he want to do in his free time. So I don't know, bro. I definitely don't think this should have been news by any means, but it ended up being news, and you know how leaks go. So, but I'm hoping that Sketch, comes about out of this on the positive side of things. I hope that, like, he's good, and that he's able to go back to resuming work without a bunch of harassment, because we hate harassment. And yeah, I mean, like, ain't nothing wrong with you. You shouldn't have to apologize for being gay or doing some gay shit, bro. I mean, I don't know if he is gay or not, but he did some gay shit. So what's next? You know what I mean? Like, that's your life, bro. And that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. Like, there ain't really much to report on that story. Like, you just kind of either have an issue with it, or you don't, and you're a normal human being. Like that's pretty much I think that's where I leave that story at. So if you do got an issue with it though, and you would like to leave it in the comments below as to tell me why, maybe there isn't a reason to have an issue. I don't believe so, and I'll probably just call you stupid, but I'll at least try to hear you out one time for the one time. You know what I mean? That's the TK Breezy way. I will try to hear you out one time for the one time before I say, wow, this is a very stupid point, and then I'll keep going. Anyway, thanks for watching another Topic Talk. But as of now, yeah, it's gonna be the end of this video. If you haven't already, like, follow, subscribe, make sure you do that below. And if you haven't already, also come over to Twitch, the stream at twitch.tv/TK Breezy to hang out in real time and vibe out with us, bro. All right. With that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.